So continuing right from where we left off, let's continue playing Endless Space. And victory is almost certainly ours now. If it wasn't absolutely certain before, it is absolutely certain. It is ours. It's just a matter now of managing it. So, as you can see, we've eliminated 2 races. But there are 6 more who still yet challenge us. And the Sheridan are probably the closest ones we have to worry about at this stage. We're 73% of the way towards an expansion victory, which I want to be careful of because I don't want to win just like that at this stage. We could go for the economic victory with a 2% thing there. Or we could even go diplomacy, strangely. But anyway, let's go end the turn here for now. I did most of my things I was going to do last turn actually, so end the turn. Things will get built. Fleets will put into position. And now we have these. So gravity warping is an additional defense on the system, and also impervious gear is in 15% invasion military power. As you can see, in 3 turns, we're upgrading the fleets yet again with wimpy torpedoes. The most inappropriately named things in the game, almost certainly, because they are far from wimpy. Alright, you can go and actually build those 2 things because that would just sort out happiness issues, and that's going to be sorting out its own happiness issues in no time flat. Yeah, why aren't you being converted into 100% food surplus? Oh, I suppose it is because it's not maxed out the system yet. That's why. See, I'm learning. I am. Yeah, obviously, if it's still trying to max out the planetary population, there's no way it could be. There's no way it could be sorted. Still, let's go and put some things on here. Yeah, like this is now sorted, so that's why that's like that. 1,000 science being produced by this system now. 1,000 science. The system now sorted. I suppose I could actually trade you over to the Hadar system. So there we go. And then I can move you actually to the Fatia system. So Plagueis will lose some of its production benefits and a lot of science boost, but still, it doesn't need it particularly. It's just there to help us out, and also, yeah. If we can max out additional worlds, at least the worlds that are building the surplus production, food generation facilities, then that's a good thing to do. Meanwhile, you have no reason to be there whatsoever. Head to the Plagueis system, which is our next front we need to concern ourselves with. The front that is over here. Yeah, we are going to declare war on the Sheridan, but I want to wait at least a few more turns. Just because there are certain things I want to have built, and there's certain systems I want to have more or less sorted. And besides, if I can turn these into 2 production powerhouses in no time flat, that will be awesome. Sheridan are hostile. They're going to declare war on us fairly shortly, actually. It's a pointless endeavour. That's even with their... what have they got here? They have an 8,000 fleet there. I already have 2 fleets nearby, which are just dwarfing that. Yeah, it's for the Fatia system because we want the Turkana system off of them. And yeah, the rest of that's all fine. Do the moves. Now, of course, they do have 1 planet over here, which I might have to concern myself with at some stage, but this fleet will deal with that, no problem. Plus, which I don't really want to crush them. It feels a little mean by this stage of the game. Again, it doesn't sound a lot like a Shadowhawk, but yeah, it's fine. We don't need to crush them. Our main enemy is actually the Empire we haven't actually engaged in any kind of battles with, because I fled from right at the start of the game. Let's go cyber skill, so we take our double skill here. Let's go with... what do we actually have? 4 trade bonuses. Oh, these are trade bonuses per wit. Let's go science and dust miser, because might as well. Small, minor, science, and whatever increases. They'll work. So actually, coming to this, which planet is the highest science producing world? That one. Let's assign you to it. There we go. Another 1,000 there. Hooray for science! Also, nah, there's nothing else I can really do there, so that's fine. Right, in quite a few turns that'll sort its food issues out. The fattier system will be done a lot sooner. In 2 turns that's done, but it might just be 1 because that'll give us the bonus food surplus, and fattier will become awesome. Movement. And end the turn. Come on, declare war on me, I dare you! Well, whether you have any plans to or not now, we now go and upgrade the fleets yet again. Let's go and upgrade the Vindicators to the Vindicator. Or to upgrade. I'm gonna actually... No, I wanted to rename the ship actually, but so well. So we have our living hulls now, which are a good little defense upgrade. We have all the smart cargoes in the world. We have additional invasion powered things. And actually, can I get rid of a plasma torpedo for something vaguely useful, I suppose? So I'm debating here. Nah, probably not. Oh well. Yeah, there we are. More plasma torpedoes. Right, apply. Reliance can be upgraded as well, even though I never bother with them. Apply. Invasion ships. Now these can be upgraded. So these are our new invasion ships with additional impervious gears, which give us a massive increase in invasion power. But we don't overly need them. We'll have Fatia and Hadar start building the new sort of fleets, if you like, when we get around to it. In the meantime, I think it's time we actually move... Oh, darn it, can I not? It's in my empire, surely. Apparently it doesn't quite count as being in my empire. Also, I can go create merge. And that fleet's whole job is to just hold off that area. On the off chance somebody decides to go and try and nick it. And that fleet's also going to start. Hold on. Create. They can be down there in 1 turn. The only thing I'll probably do... Expand that. Let's go and create the Truth Seeker. Merge that. Right, because now this fleet has all of the sensors of our old our Truth Seeker in there, so it should be alright. Enter. So in 5 turns we actually get the thing which is going to improve our science, well, reduce the cost of our science victory item. So we have multiple paths to victory here, and most of them are still available, and Sheridan have declared war on us, and that's not a surprise to us at all, is it? Right, so against the might of this fleet, what are you going to do? Not a lot, didn't think so. Actually, at 7,000, that's not quite enough to go and take them on with that as well, but we are going to invade the Irida system off of them now, I think. You, down to there. Yeah, I see this working out very, very well for you. Also. Alright, we lost 1 Vindicator 6, but that's fine. We can live with that. In the meantime, I think what we should do is move you down as well. Have you engage. Now this one's probably a little closer, but we should be alright if we go... Just double check this. Oh, actually, they're not that sort of ship anymore. Okay, let's go tactics, engineering. Yes, all your battleships and your destroyers, no match for our massed Vindicators, and yeah, we lost some of our weakened ones. But that system is pretty much... Actually, that's going to take a while, even with you there. That shows how strong that system actually is. I might send the 8,000 out just to go and explore things, or at least secure the Hath. Right. secure those. Betty is now getting the 2,000 point conversion up, so we'll go and split you off. And there we go. That's enough indicators. And it's going to build them in 8 turns, this massive fleet of indicator 11s. Oh dear, it's ridiculous, this place. It really is. And also they'll have the inert holes bonus, and that's the only actual other bonus I can put on there, but oh well. It's going to be ridiculous. Also, that is the United Empire that we need to worry about ourselves with, actually. So let's consider another couple of things, I think. Actually, let's not consider it. Let's continue playing. Whatever they come at us with now is not going to matter. They'll have to invade the tireless system first anyway, unless they're allied. Alright, Sheridan hate us, obviously, because we're at war. Not a problem. Laser system is now doing things. Half is now there. Just seeing where you're heading off to. Alright, we're going to actually go gravity well. We're going to spend some money on this first encounter, because this is a fleet that's actually possibly worth it at 8,000 strong. But this is the only thing they've got there, so gravity well says boom. Invasion says boom. And yeah, you can stay there for now. Right, so we're producing 500 additional points than we need. Let's go and just convert some food items here, because we do want to go and try and convert some of these systems to maximum. Also, happiness. Well, as many of these systems sort of maxed out as we can get away with. That's nearly done, actually. Just so I can get the surplus things on. But I actually need to build some of them and also get some additional happiness. I've forgotten how unhappy some of these systems were. Yeah, this is almost certainly going to cause us some problems. Right, how much money are we not making now? No, we're still making quite a lot, actually. Hecker... What's Hecker doing? Hecker still needs a lot of food production, so we shall queue that up, I think. It's also on strike, so it needs those as well, actually, more than it needs... Why does nobody like me? I'm a nice leader, generally speaking. Generally speaking, of course. Right, that is now producing... that has maxed itself out, so that's awesome. We'll go and build that to try and improve situations, and then go for those as well, because we might as well. That only really needs one of those, and the first one will do it. Now that we have this, we can go solar farm, which I can actually just buy outright, so I shall. 4 turns to conquest there, 7 turns to there. And we have another massive fleet of ships being built on the Fatia system. Right, let's see where they go with this. Right, Takim's no longer doing anything, but it is a maxed out area, so let's go that. That. Which should work out reasonably well for it, actually. Colony 60% owner. Yes, because obviously that's something we've recently conquered, I guess. Factories of Faithful there. Food exploit. Always food exploit now. So 6 turns till that. That's going well. Our 2 ships there are already up to 4,000. 2 of them are going to be a match for that. Right, lock that system down. Actually, I could written that as a wormhole. I can't actually move them close enough to there. ZU now has nearly done it. So that's good there. And then the corporal freedom, the permanent, whatever. And yet more food. Because more food. Meanwhile, here has nearly maxed out the system. But we want that first. That. In that order. Followed by that and that. And also that. And that, and that, and that. Yes, build everything. Build all the things. 16 minutes into the video. We made some progress at least. We've restarted the war. We're going to win. We're going to basically... We should win the game in the next few videos, actually. 2 or 3. And then watch this turn into a 17 more videos. Oh, they have declared war on us, have they? I figured they would at some stage, but they can't get to us really unless they have warp capabilities at this stage. Which they might have. And in fact, I think they're trying to invade... Yes, they are. Okay, this might need some... We might need to deal with this. Right, go and build that. After that, we need to start building a Vindicator fleet. So there we go. Alright, that should be alright. Including what we got there, that should hold. Hadar is going to be populated up very shortly. Actually has already built 3 additional Vindicators, so that little fleet I've got defending here is now ridiculous. Also, just checking what else is happening around. 2 turns and then we get that system away. Alright, that'll do. End turn. So, quantum stability. Which now means we can build this, which gives us additional military and invasion power, quantum stable hulls, and also our scientific victory research cost is now 30% lower. Next thing, super missiles. The second strongest type of missiles we can build. And they're soon going to be ours, and once they are, we pretty much, well, we have already won, but it pretty much makes things absolutely downright certain. What are you actually armed with? Missiles and missiles. I don't even really need to play this with you, to be honest. I can just go like that, and say auto, and say done. And then look at how many more that's actually been built on the Fatia system since I had to go to you. Right, you're in retreat. Another 2 have been built. Create. Merge. It's going to be nearly 28,000 by itself once it's done. Meanwhile, I need to start actually... Well done, you and your small little scouts. I don't like your small little scouts. That's why we killed them. Right. Ends the turn. Still waiting to see what they do to us, actually. But Sours have been... Yeah, Sours don't like us. The Green United Empire are our friends at the moment. Not that we can declare peace and alliances with them, because we are eternally at war. But it's still nice to know that they're actually on side and not going to try and invade us immediately, considering they are in the middle of us and one race who does definitely want to crush us. Right, let's go for sabotage, because I believe you're still... No, actually you're not. That's a kinetic dreadnought, so let's go for general sabotage. Engineering. I mean, kill some of our Vindicator 6s, that'd be nice. Oh damn it, one of those was slightly more important. And we get our concrete artifact monopoly back, so hooray. This system's actually sorted, so we can go and build that, we can go and build that. And then you are done. Where are you heading? You're not silly enough to go back there, are you? Just asking, because if you are silly enough to go back there, you are stupidly silly, sir. And now that we've taken this system up there... Oh, we lost one vindicated 10. Shame. Right. So first thing we need to do is we need to colonise the Baron system. And then... Actually, this is a very, very low priority system for us, really. I suppose just putting a few production boosts on it is probably the best we're going to do for now. That and the Rings of Urala. It's a shame, really, because if this was a half-decent system, I could probably justify using that as a production world, but oh well. Not to worry. Also, I need to cultivate the farms first, don't we? So that can go there, then we can go for additional food type things. So that'll work. Transvene, so that's plus 40% ship experience. Alright, now that you've done that, your job, head over there. And you might even manage it in one move. You in fact do. Begin invasion. And lock that off. So at most they have 2 systems left after this. I think we got them. In fact, if we haven't got them, then I've done something really, really silly. Speaking of really, really silly, no, they're still pretty much secured on that front as well. Half, you can now pretty much leave that system and begin preemptive strike here. No, it's 21 turns, but that's because you don't have a leader or anyone important. Armor, repair, repair. Destroyed, 2 turns to conquest. You can go... Actually, since we got all of the systems locked off, essentially... Yeah, just making sure with that one. Since we have all the systems locked off, I think you can probably move out to there and be reasonably safe. In fact, considering things, you might as well move out to there. Just to speed up the invasion. Right, meanwhile... The galaxy is very, very blue now. And here comes the enemy fleet. So they have moved through Tylus. Right. Let's create that secondary fleet. How strong is this one? Come on, tell me. Oh, it's just a scout. No, no scout for you. Right, so that's our concrete artifact bonus back here, and what do we want to do here? We have massive indicators on build. What I might do is swap... Expand that one for now. We'll just wait until we get our Vindicator set up, sorted. Meanwhile, over here, not really to report. Things are happening, I guess. 5 ships have been built here, so that will be able to join our Super Vindicator squad of superness over here. And those 2 will be able to merge up to a size 14. Next, I'm going to change you to their leader. Which I should really have done. Oh well, doesn't matter. I think there is some random bit of glitching that might actually still count as a 38,000 fleet, but no, they don't. Okay, 1 turn till we take that. And then it's all down to the Placidus system. Well, it isn't all down to them, because we could actually go and just do things with other planets as well, but mostly it's all down to them. Right, Lunika's not doing anything. It's also maxed out, so hooray. Science. A bit more happiness, I suppose. And a bit more food, I suppose. You know, the system not actually doing anything. No. Everything seems to be doing something. Hooray! We like things that are doing something. And yeah, the Red United Empire are beginning to set up for their attack. It's a doomed attack. It most definitely is. But they're setting up for it nonetheless. Right, go and build that, then go to science. Now that you have maxed that out, I think we can actually probably move you onto something else. That's done, actually, so what we'll do is we'll trade you over to this system to give it the acceleration it needs. We want those things built now. That. Some of these will be quicker than others, I know, but... Right, that up first. Factories of the Faithful up there second. That up there third. Happiness boosting things because we can. Right, that'll do. Well, they're all looking good. That's maxed out, so that'll sort itself out in time. The Placidus system is always maxed. Singers as well, actually. Let's go and do that. More food. And more food. And more food. And more food. And guess what? More food. Because what else am I going to do on this planet, really? Right. Did we get the Rings of Uralis sorted? Yes, we did. Excellent. And we've got some... Actually, we don't have exploitation being sorted out there, do we? Do that. End the turn. So Dark Energy Shields are now done, and I think that now will give us some new missiles with which to throw at the United Empire. After that, we're going for personal fields, which is Empire improvement for expansion, and also living habitats, which is just an improvement to expand gas giant population. Thinking. Yeah. Right. So, Vindicators are the only real ship we need to upgrade here. And now they have a military power of 2,117 without counting... well, we could actually just give them one of these, actually, now, because... Weight 25, not quite. Actually, no, it is enough. If we take away most of their repairing ability, we can actually go and give them these, which will make them much better at taking out planets. But mind you, we have actually got everything we need really there, so... No, living hulls is how we do this. And, yep. Ships are now upgraded to a new design. Oh, and now you're there, we don't actually have the ability to build them. So, go away. And when I say go away, I mean go away. Right. So now you can build them, you'll have most of them built fairly quickly. Right, Hadar is now sorted out, so that's maxed out. You can go and build some happiness-producing things for no reason, because you're actually not at all worth it. Or at least not at all worth worrying about. There you go. Hope you managed something at some stage. In the meantime, we have a 4,000 fleet inbound. So you can move to there and secure that one. In fact, actually, if that's the case, let's change you to a stat fleet. You can still stay there and do whatever you're doing. You, though, can move down to there. And take over the Gemini system. See, that was planning there. We can put those 2 additional Vindicators onto you. Merge up. 16,000. Okay. So it's got to be aware of what's there, but we now have 22,100 in reserve if we need it. I can also probably send you down on the basis that if they did attempt to attack us, it would just take them far too long to... we can actually probably react to anything they do if they really were that insistent on trying to take us. Take over the 2 barren worlds because we might as well. Food. 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 Followed by happiness because we're bound to need it after that. Science. Right. Oh, we're another half hour down. Just going to end this turn so I can look at what's actually going to happen there. 15 ships on the Placidus system. We now have a full fleet of appropriate Vindicators there if we need them. Also, no personal fields mean that our system, that we now have a happy sign going there. Expansion disapproval, we have that. And the next thing, we're going for 2nd generation warp generators and also arid transformations. So, yeah, we have a lot of happy on this. We have a lot of happiness going on. So with that done, yeah, just looking at what our production figures are like. Yeah, that's awesome. You're not even a science leader, and you managed that. Andromeda's stopped building things. Food, that and that. That maybe. Science. Oh, and that. In fact, that's all perfectly worthless, isn't it? Yep, it's all perfectly worthless. Right, you can engage there. I'll buzz through this turn quickly and then end the video because, meh. Well, they've actually got a fleet commander there, so this might have been a challenge, but it's not. Actually, how strong are some of our fleets in terms of the levels at this stage? Level 4. Do you have anything better than that at this fleet? No, because he took over the fleet of Vindicator 11, so none of those are actually experienced, are they? Oh well, we might have some level 5 ships floating around, I suppose. Oh, no. Yay, level 5. Excellent. Yeah, I'm just interested in a few higher level fleets that are around. So they have lots of 5,000s, but nothing that's at all worrying me. Alright, make your movements. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to break that. Rings of Urala, that's all on strike. It's all fine. It's all good. It's all very, very good. And next up, we get some more tech. So we're going for dark matter displacement, then dark matter shielding, which will give us wormhole linkage to everything and basically solves every bit of movement issue ever we're going to get. After that, we go for the Numberinic Shell, which is probably the best improvement in the game at this stage. More expansion disapproval, more scientific victory speed up, and then I believe, actually, looking at how I've set up my attack, that's what it says there. We are quite close. We are extremely close, actually. Yeah, because I go there first, which gives us Academy Cap, which gives us Fleet Command points. Yeah. So that is my path to victory then. We're going scientific, I think, and more systems are going to fall under our control. How are we doing on the economic victory? 2%. Diplomacy? 29%. Hooray! And in fact, the United Empire is friendly with us. It's a shame, because they are about to die. That might be why they're so friendly with us, actually. We didn't kill them. They did. Who's the real bad guy here? Until next time.